Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. It's Monday morning, the very first day of your 7-day journey. Day 1. The sun is streaming through your curtains, not too harsh, just a warm light that makes the kitchen glow like gold. On the counter sits a bowl of steaming oatmeal, sprinkled with blueberries, walnuts, and just a drizzle of honey. You take a spoonful and notice how it feels, not heavy, not greasy, but light, almost like fuel designed just for your heart. Alongside it, a small cup of green tea, earthy and calming. That's how day 1 begins, not with denial, but with nourishment. By midday, still in day 1, your plate looks vibrant. Grilled salmon with a squeeze of lemon, a side of quinoa tossed with parsley and olive oil, and roasted vegetables that smell like comfort. You chew slowly, realizing each bite is more than food. It's circulation, it's oxygen. It's a promise that your blood will keep flowing smoothly for years to come. Dinner is simple but soulful. Lentil soup, a slice of whole grain bread, and fresh spinach with garlic sautéed lightly. Nothing complicated, yet your body feels heard, cared for, respected. Now picture day 2. The next morning you wake with a little more energy, as if your body already knows it's being treated differently. On the table, Greek yogurt layered with strawberries, chia seeds, and a handful of almonds. It's creamy, refreshing, and just enough sweetness to start your heart on a gentle rhythm. Lunch on day 2 brings a lean turkey wrap with whole grain tortilla, crisp lettuce, cucumber, and avocado. It's the kind of meal that makes you realize health doesn't have to be boring. It can be colorful, flavorful, alive. And as day 2 winds down, dinner greets you with baked cod, sweet potatoes roasted until caramelized at the edges, and a side of green beans. When you sit down to eat, you notice something unexpected. Your mind feels clearer, your breathing easier. It's not magic. It's simply 2 days of choices aligning with the deepest needs of your body. 2 days of saying, I care enough about myself to choose differently. Imagine this. It's a quiet Wednesday morning in Ohio. The sun is rising gently over the cornfields. The air is crisp but not biting. And an older gentleman named Robert, age 72, is tying his walking shoes by the kitchen door. His wife, Susan, is already preparing breakfast, and she places a warm bowl of oatmeal on the table with slices of fresh berries on top. Robert pauses for a moment, breathing in the smell of cinnamon sprinkled over the oats, and says with a smile, "This doesn't feel like a diet, it feels like comfort." And that, my friend, is the heart of today's journey. We're not talking about restriction, or bland food, or some difficult regimen that makes you feel older. We're talking about nourishing meals that feel familiar, warm, and American at their core, but designed carefully to support your immune system, keep your energy high, and fight off the silent threats that creep into our lives after 60. When you think about wellness after 70, the conversation often turns to pills, supplements, or medical checkups. And yes, those are important. But the truth is, your plate, what you eat 3 times a day, every single day, does more for your immune system than any capsule in a bottle. Senior nutrition isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter. So today, as we walk together through day 3 and day 4 of our 7-day immune-boosting plan, I want you to imagine yourself at the table. Imagine the smell, the taste, the comfort, and the security that comes from knowing you're giving your body exactly what it needs. Day 3, Wednesday. Building strength through variety. Wednesday mornings often feel like the week's turning point. For seniors, it can be the day where energy dips slightly, where routines feel a little heavier, where motivation is tested. That's why the Wednesday meal plan is focused on variety and balance. For breakfast, oatmeal with berries is not just a tasty start, it's a shield. The fiber stabilizes your blood sugar. The antioxidants from blueberries or strawberries act as little bodyguards for your cells. And the sprinkling of walnuts or almonds provides omega-3 fatty acids that nourish the brain and keep inflammation at bay. Many Americans in their 70s underestimate how inflammation silently damages the heart, joints, and even memory. But 1 cup of berries a day, just one, has been shown in studies at Harvard to improve cognition and slow memory decline. Think about that. A simple bowl of oatmeal with berries can help you remember your grandchildren's voices more vividly, keep your joints from aching as you walk, and allow you to live with vitality longer. At lunch, Wednesday introduces grilled salmon on a bed of leafy greens. This isn't fancy restaurant food, it's simple, home-cooked, seasoned with lemon and a drizzle of olive oil. Salmon is packed with protein to prevent muscle loss, which accelerates after 60 if we're not mindful. Did you know that seniors who don't consume enough protein lose muscle strength twice as fast, leading to falls and fractures? Imagine the difference between getting up from your armchair with ease versus struggling and fearing a fall. That's the power of protein at work. And the leafy greens spinach, kale, or romaine carry vitamin K, which supports bone strength, and folate, which feeds your blood cells. If you've ever felt lightheaded standing up, if you've noticed your skin bruise a little too easily, it could be your nutrition signaling for help. Wednesday's lunch is designed to answer that call. Dinner for day 3 brings something warm and grounding. Lentil soup with whole grain bread. Lentils, a humble legume, are one of the most underrated anti-aging foods. Packed with plant-based protein, rich in iron, and full of soluble fiber, they stabilize your digestion and keep your heart pumping strong. Picture a steaming bowl of lentil soup on the dinner table, with the smell of garlic and herbs filling the kitchen. Garlic, as small as it seems, is a natural remedy with antiviral properties, something seniors absolutely need during flu season. Add a side of whole grain bread, and you're not just eating to fill your belly, you're giving your immune system a coat of armor. But Wednesday isn't only about food, it's about rhythm. After dinner, Robert and Susan take a slow 20-minute walk through their neighborhood. Their steps are steady, their conversation light, and the fresh air helps them digest. This isn't exercise in the gym, it's over 70 fitness that fits real life. Walking after meals lowers blood sugar, supports circulation, and clears the mind for restful sleep. And yes, sleep is part of the immune system too. How to sleep better after 70? Part of the answer lies in what you eat, and part lies in those small daily habits like a walk after dinner. Day 4. Thursday. Protecting the heart and brain. Thursday is about protection. As we age, the two organs most under attack are the heart and the brain. Senior wellness isn't only about living longer, it's about living with clarity, memory, and joy. Thursday's meals are designed to guard those treasures. Breakfast begins with scrambled eggs with spinach and a slice of whole grain toast. Eggs are nature's multivitamin, protein, vitamin D, B vitamins, and choline, which is essential for brain health. In America, many seniors grew up eating eggs for breakfast, but some abandoned them out of fear of cholesterol. The truth? For most healthy seniors, moderate egg consumption does not harm cholesterol levels and instead provides a powerhouse of nutrients. Imagine cracking open 2 eggs, scrambling them gently with fresh spinach, and tasting the comfort of a meal that feels traditional yet deeply restorative. That's senior nutrition at its best, simple, familiar, healing. For lunch, Thursday offers chicken and vegetable stir-fry. This dish takes inspiration from the many cultures woven into American life, from Chinese takeout to family kitchens experimenting with flavor. But here's the key. Instead of heavy sauces, we use olive oil, garlic, ginger, and colorful vegetables, bell peppers, carrots, broccoli. This rainbow of colors translates directly into a rainbow of nutrients. Vitamin C for the immune system, beta-carotene for the eyes, and fiber for the gut. And remember, 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So every time you eat vegetables, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're strengthening your body's shield against infection. Dinner on Thursday is baked sweet potato with a side of grilled turkey breast and steamed green beans. Sweet potatoes are more than comfort food for Thanksgiving. They're one of the best anti-aging foods you can eat year-round. Their bright orange color is a sign of beta-carotene, which supports vision and fights oxidative stress. Pair that with turkey, a lean protein full of tryptophan that helps with restful sleep, and you have a dinner that is as calming for the body as it is for the mind. And the green beans, simple as they look, bring magnesium, which calms the nervous system. Many seniors find themselves lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, unable to rest. Often it's not about the mind racing, it's about missing nutrients like magnesium. Thursday's dinner addresses that need quietly, gently, with food as medicine. As the day closes, Susan sits in her living room knitting, while Robert watches the evening news. They share a cup of chamomile tea, their bodies relaxed, their minds calm. This small ritual, repeated nightly, is their natural remedy for stress. In truth, longevity tips are not found only in grand gestures. They live in the small moments, the cups of tea, the evening walks, the comforting meals. And so, day 3 and day 4 become more than meals, they become anchors in a lifestyle. Anchors that keep you grounded, resilient, and alive with energy, even as the years stretch forward. In America today, nearly 50% of adults over 70 live with at least 2 chronic conditions: heart disease, diabetes, arthritis. But many of these conditions can be reversed, or at least softened, by simple daily habits. Reverse chronic disease naturally doesn't mean abandoning doctors. It means working with your doctor advice for seniors while also giving your body the natural fuel it craves. My friend, imagine yourself at this table. Picture the oatmeal and berries, the salmon and greens, the lentil soup. Picture the eggs with spinach, the colourful stir-fry, the sweet potato and turkey. These are not exotic or difficult meals. They are American meals, prepared with love, shaped for healthy aging, designed for senior health. Each bite is a step away from fear, and a step closer to strength, memory, joy, and peace. Imagine waking up on a crisp Friday morning. The week has already given you structure, rhythm, and small victories, better sleep, steadier energy, even fewer sugar cravings than before. But Friday is often when we test our discipline. In America, Friday has long been the gateway to indulgence. Families gather for pizza night, friends meet over burgers, and the television hums with weekend sports. But what if I told you that Friday could be the very day when your immune system thanks you most, not by giving up comfort, but by choosing comfort with purpose? Day 5 begins with a comforting bowl of oatmeal. Not the quick, instant packets overloaded with sugar, but steel-cut oats simmered gently until soft. Top it with a handful of blueberries, walnuts, and a drizzle of honey. Oats are like a gentle broom for your arteries, sweeping away cholesterol and keeping your heart health strong. Blueberries, with their deep blue pigment, are tiny powerhouses of antioxidants, helping your immune cells fight daily battles against stress and inflammation. And walnuts rich in omega-3 second are brain food, keeping memory sharp as the years roll on. Imagine sitting by the window, the steam rising from your bowl, the morning news on in the background, and the knowledge that this simple choice is rewriting your aging process in real time. Lunch on day 5 invites you to think Mediterranean. A grilled salmon salad with olive oil, lemon, and fresh greens, spinach, arugula, and kale. The Mediterranean diet has been called the blueprint for longevity tips, and seniors in countries like Greece and Italy consistently live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because every bite nourishes, rather than depletes. Think about seniors here in America. Too many lunches consist of fast food sandwiches, heavy on white bread and processed meats. The difference in energy between that and a plate of omega-rich salmon is night and day. Imagine finishing your lunch standing up and feeling light, ready for your afternoon walk rather than sluggish and weighed down. Dinner closes day 5 with roasted turkey breast, sweet potatoes, and steamed green beans. It's like a Thanksgiving table stripped of excess, leaving only what heals. Turkey offers lean protein to rebuild and maintain muscle, so important in avoiding the muscle loss that creeps up after 70. Sweet potatoes, vibrant orange, carry beta-carotene that your immune system craves. And green beans, lightly salted and buttered, remind you that healthy eating doesn't have to taste like medicine, it can taste like home. As Saturday morning comes day 6, the challenge is different. Weekends are often when structure falls apart. Maybe you sleep a little longer, maybe breakfast comes later, maybe family visits bring casseroles and cakes. But day 6 doesn't ask you for perfection, only balance. Breakfast could be a vegetable omelette, eggs whisked with spinach, mushrooms, and a sprinkle of low-fat cheese. Eggs are not the enemy. They're one of the best foods for seniors, packing high-quality protein in every bite. Paired with vegetables, they create a breakfast that keeps blood sugar steady, so you're not reaching for donuts 2 hours later. Add a slice of whole grain toast, and suddenly you've given your body steady energy for hours. Lunch on day 6 may look like a hearty vegetable soup with lentils, carrots, celery, and a slice of cornbread on the side. Lentils, often overlooked in American kitchens, are a secret weapon against chronic disease. They're loaded with plant-based protein, fiber, and iron. A bowl of lentil soup can stabilize blood sugar, support heart health, and even help detox your system naturally. Imagine sitting at your kitchen table, a bowl steaming in front of you, while outside, the neighborhood hums with lawnmowers and children riding bikes. That small bowl of soup connects you with a global tradition of wellness after 70, where legumes have always been a cornerstone of longevity. Dinner on day 6 is a return to balance: grilled chicken, brown rice, and roasted asparagus. Simple, familiar, yet powerful. Chicken keeps your muscles strong, rice gives your body fuel, and asparagus, bright green, tender at the tips, supports detox and digestive health. Instead of ending your Saturday bloated and guilty, you close it satisfied and energized, ready to step into Sunday with a body that feels younger than its years. And throughout day 5 and day 6, hydration remains a quiet but crucial ally. Seniors often confuse thirst with hunger, leading to unnecessary snacking. A glass of water before each meal, maybe infused with lemon or cucumber, not only refreshes but supports natural detox tips your body already knows how to perform. By the time Saturday closes, you don't just have 2 days of healthy eating behind you, you've built a new rhythm that carries you forward. And perhaps the most important part? You haven't given up joy. Every meal has been colorful, flavorful, rooted in American traditions, but elevated with longevity, wisdom from across the world. This is healthy aging, not through deprivation, but through conscious celebration. Now we arrive at the final stretch of our journey together, the weekend, days 6 and 7. And if you're like most seniors I've spoken with across America, weekends carry a different rhythm. The weekdays may feel scheduled doctor visits, errands, grandchildren's school events, but the weekend often feels like borrowed time, an opportunity to rest, reflect, and sometimes indulge. But what if I told you that weekends are not a pause for your immune system? They are, in fact, the very moments when your defenses need the most gentle reinforcement. Because those little choices we make on a Saturday or Sunday, whether to skip breakfast, reach for a sugary pastry, or sit in front of the television all day, often decide whether our bodies stay resilient or begin to falter. So let's step into day 6, Saturday. Picture this. It's a quiet morning, and perhaps you're flipping through the local paper or scrolling your tablet with a cup of tea. Today's breakfast brings in another powerful ally: Greek yogurt topped with walnuts, blueberries, and a drizzle of honey. Walnuts, my friend, are more than just crunchy. They're loaded with omega-3 second that reduce inflammation, while blueberries remain one of the most studied anti-aging foods on the planet, fighting oxidative stress that accelerates aging. A study out of Harvard showed that older adults who ate berries regularly had slower cognitive decline even when other parts of their diets weren't perfect. Imagine that a handful of berries protecting your memories, your conversations, your identity. Lunch on this Saturday might be a comforting bowl of vegetable lentil soup paired with whole grain bread. Lentils are humble, affordable, yet mighty. Rich in protein and iron, they support energy production and help fight off fatigue, something many seniors dismiss as just getting older. But the truth is, persistent fatigue may often point to nutrient deficiencies, something correctable through food. Pair this meal with a side salad of spinach and citrus segments to enhance iron absorption, and suddenly you've created a natural defense shield without even touching a pill bottle. Dinner on day 6 becomes slightly celebratory after all, it's the weekend. Baked salmon, served with roasted sweet potatoes and steamed broccoli, brings warmth and satisfaction without heaviness. The salmon provides protein and those vital omega-3 fats for heart health in the elderly, while sweet potatoes provide beta-carotene to support immune resilience. And broccoli, don't underestimate this green giant. Studies from the University of California found that sulforaphane in broccoli can activate pathways in your body that essentially turn on your immune cells more efficiently. Imagine them like security guards waking up sharper and quicker, ready to defend. End the day with a cup of calming chamomile tea, which not only helps digestion but may improve sleep after 70, something that often becomes elusive. And now we arrive at day 7, Sunday, the closing chapter of this 7-day story. Sundays carry emotions, nostalgia, reflection, even gratitude for having made it through another week. Let's align food with that emotional tone. Breakfast today is warm oatmeal cooked with almond milk, sprinkled with flax seeds, sliced banana, and a dusting of cinnamon. This isn't just comfort in a bowl, it's an immunity powerhouse. Flax seeds add fiber and omega-3 second, bananas restore potassium balance, and cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar, which is crucial for reducing inflammation linked to chronic disease. For lunch, imagine preparing a turkey and avocado wrap using a whole grain tortilla packed with crisp lettuce, tomato, and a light spread of hummus. Turkey provides lean protein. Avocado delivers heart-protective healthy fats. And the whole grain wrap keeps energy stable. Pair it with a small cup of vegetable minestrone, and you've got a balanced, nourishing midday meal that feels light yet sustaining. And finally, dinner on day 7 becomes a gathering moment. Maybe you invite family over, or maybe it's just you and a loved one at the table. Today's plate: roasted chicken thighs seasoned with rosemary and garlic, alongside quinoa and roasted Brussels sprouts. Quinoa provides complete plant-based protein, rare in grains, while Brussels sprouts bring vitamin C and vitamin K. Garlic, as simple as it seems, has been shown to support immune defense against colds and infections, a natural remedy seniors have used for generations. Round it off with a dessert of fresh apple slices and a spoon of almond butter. Sweet, simple, and nurturing. At this point, you may ask, what happens after day 7? Do you stop? Do you start all over? The answer is simple. This 7-day immune-boosting menu is not meant to be an isolated plan, but a template. You can repeat it, swap in seasonal produce, or tailor it to your tastes. The beauty lies in the rhythm it creates: balance, variety, nourishment. What you've experienced over these 7 days is not just a diet, it's a lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle for seniors designed to help you embrace longevity tips, senior nutrition, wisdom, and the daily habits for healthy aging that matter far more than quick fixes. And so, as we close, let me paint one last picture for you. Imagine standing at your front door on a quiet Sunday evening. The light outside is fading, and you feel the week behind you in your bones, but also the strength of what you've chosen to put on your plate. Each meal, each decision, has been an act of love toward your body, a shield of protection for your immune system, and a gift of energy for your days ahead. Wellness after 70 isn't about chasing youth, it's about honoring the body you have, giving it what it needs, and letting it reward you with vitality. If this journey touched you, if you see yourself in these meals and habits, then I invite you to take one last small step. Like this video so others may find it. Subscribe to join this community of healthy aging warriors, and share it with someone you love, because together we can make senior wellness not just a hope, but a reality. This is your life, your health, your future, and it all begins with the plate in front of you.